want to talk to you about empowering small business owners to lead better lives. And the way I want to do it is a little bit different than I normally would do it. And I don't like to talk about myself, so this was really hard for me. But my husband said, remember, you're always telling me that people buy into coaches, not coaching. So I have to be able to be clear about where I've been so that you guys know that I have the qualifications. And I really don't want to bore you with all the details, even though that I have some of them on here. So I want to go through probably lightning fast, and then at the end I'll summarize where I've been. So in order to get started, I started at Citizens Mortgage Corporation. I was really young, probably 20 or 21. And I started it like in a low position, and then I moved into the tax department. So then I started, saving all these fees and being able to play with the system and look and see how we could use it better. So then I was asked to train, to improve the process, and then I was asked to lead the team. And so that is like this general theme of everywhere that I've been. And then once I finished with the tax department, they moved me into escrow analysis, and then I led the team there and improved the process. And then they were about to close and the servicing center, so I had to go look for another job. And I had all these people come to me and say, Annette, you really need to do this opportunity. Local businesses had gotten together and they had created this process where you could go and learn to be a software engineer. They used to call them programmers. Today they call them software engineers. So I did that for a little bit, and then being able to, I worked for these large companies. I can't get this to work. Okay. Working for large companies, I was hired at TSYS at a $32 billion organization as a software engineer. So doing that, then moving over to WellPoint, had some friends that pulled me over. Did a web development at WellPoint. This is when the internet was first starting. So, it was exciting and it was, cheesy looking, but we did that. And then that's where I fell in love with project management. So being able to lead a team and help them to create processes and get projects done, that's where my forte was. So I was asked again to lead and to, they had a system, so I figured the system out, and I was asked to lead and train and coach in that arena as well. So then when we moved from there, I was asked to come over to Synovus, which is a $1.5 billion organization. It was a bank, you probably know it. I was asked to come over there and do the same thing. So again, I was asked to lead, to put in financial module to create cultural adoption, or assimilating people into the new system and creating processes and all that stuff. So I won't bore you with the other details, but it's just been progressive, right? So we started with a team, then we moved to a department, then we moved to a division, then we moved to an enterprise level where it's the whole company. And these are some large organizations, and it's important that you know that, so that you know that I can handle small businesses. I can handle, I've worked in billion-dollar organizations, so I'm used to being able to see all the chaos and help figure it out. Now, at the end of 2019, I started to have some serious issues with my health, and so I wanted to take a step back, and that's when I went to Central Square Technologies, a $550 million company, and then be able to run an $8 million portfolio. So at the end of the day, what I want you to the summary is, I've got 29 years of proven track record in leading teams and projects in large organizations. I have a technology and innovation background, which helps me with business owners to make things more efficient. I have a strategic, data-driven, and results-oriented way, right? So that's all I'm thinking about most of the time, is how to get things done faster, better. And then my specialties are strategy, project, and financial management, and process improvement. So my mission is, because I've been working with business owners now, it started in my corporate arena with my best friend. And so she and I worked together. You've probably heard me tell this story before, and as I was able to see that the things that she needed were the things that I had learned in being in that corporate arena. And I don't know if you know about corporate, but when you work for a technology company, things are really fast, and we've got a board, and then stuff comes down, and you got to get it done like that. So the reason why I was burning out is because of that. And then when I saw that business owners had the same problem, I wanted to help, because I knew how to help that. So it's my heart to be able to work now, not necessarily with big corporations that take up a lot of time and don't want to have a work-life balance. I want to work with a business owner now because they're really great people. They just need to know how to manage. And so that's what I'm really good at. And they also need to know how to lead and have a vision for their organization. So that's my heart. And that's why I've kind of changed I've got my mission statement of empowering business owners to lead better lives, because that's what it's really about for me. It's about them not having as much stress. It's about them being able to be more confident in what they're doing and able to make decisions. If I can do that for the corporate world, I can certainly do it for the smaller business, and I can meet some really great people in the process, right? So here's some things that they might say. We're growing, but it's chaotic. I need to hire more people, but I'm not sure how to manage a larger team. I'm working all the time, but I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. We're getting more customers, but it's hard to keep up with demand, and I want to take my business to the next level, but I feel stuck. And so one of the people that I've been working with is Chris. Been working with him for about 10 months, and he was there. His business was growing, and he was in need of some just simple processes to be able to take his business to the next level. And so I've asked him if he will do the testimony for me.
Gladly. She really made it sound nice as to what my company was in disarray. We'll be honest, it was horrible. Horrible. And we started about maybe going close to a year. We're getting close to a year. And she's put processes in place, and I brought my son on, which was, guiding him along the way. An outside person giving responsibilities really helps than a dad telling the son what to do and the son basically shrugging it off. So she put responsibilities on him and him having to be responsible for his actions and bringing stuff to the table, which has really really helped. And then again, the processes and keeping you on track and making you responsible to next week to make sure you've done what you were supposed to do. Do I still do that? No. Learning experience and process, no doubt about it. But she's on ya, and she just does a fantastic job. If you don't use her, and your company was in a position like mine, then God bless her.
I appreciate it.
Awesome.
So that's the end of my presentation, and my face is my whole neck is probably red because I hate talking about myself. So thank you.